Sitting with the side of one hip against the wall, lying back and swinging the legs up to the sky, adjusting, making yourself comfortable here. If you feel a gap between your hips and the floor or the bed, slide a blanket or a small pillow underneath your hips for support. So just sinking into this posture, allowing the legs to relax. If you notice that the knees are bent or there's an extreme stretch on your hamstrings here, you can push your hips away from the wall a little bit. And letting the rest of your body release, allowing the eyes to close, allowing your breath to start to slow down. So allowing that breath in through the nose, letting it out through the mouth, releasing any stress as it leaves the body, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And maybe once or twice more like this. On an exhale, we're going to let the knees bend, let the knees go out to the side as the bottoms of the feet come together in a butterfly type position. So you can use the hands to press the knees towards the wall if it feels good. You can use the hands also on the ankles or the lower legs to draw the lower legs deeper into the stretch. Just noticing what's happening in your hips, your inner thighs here. Breathing into that intensity, allowing the other parts of your body to relax. Allowing your rib cage, your belly, your chest and your arms to release of any holding here. The palms are up to the sky and the elbows are bent in a cactus type position. Just melting in here. Continuing to stay present with your breath. Stay present with the sensations in the inner thigh. Notice if the intensity is subsiding at all. If it is, you can decide if you'd like to draw a little deeper into the stretch or stay right where you are. Always honoring your body, honoring your edge. We want to stay in a comfortable, relaxed state of mind. So we approach that edge of comfortable stretch, not going over it. On your next in-breath, extending the legs back up to the sky and maybe rolling the legs in and out before opening into straddle. So letting both legs fall wide down towards the earth. The arms continue to remain in cactus position. We're really letting gravity do the work here. If you notice that your knees have an extreme bend in them, that's okay. You can either bring the legs back up a little higher. You could take the hands to the tops of the knees and gently press towards the wall, or just stay where you are as long as your stretch is feeling productive and your knees feel comfortable. So never any sharp sensations in the knees. If you need to, you can actually scoot your whole body away from the wall a little bit to take some pressure off of the hamstrings. Coming back to that breath as we let the weight of the legs fall. Softening the face and the jaw. Softening the forehead, the cheeks, the the chin, the nose, releasing any tension in the throat or the neck, the upper shoulders, and the chest. Allowing the rest of the body to release so that we can encourage release in the lower body. So thinking about transitioning back out of this posture, taking the hands to the underside, the lower part of the leg, and pushing back up to the sky, straightening back up, and you can give a little rotation of the legs if you'd like. On your exhale, bending your right knee, hugging it in towards your chest, and then we're going to take the right ankle, cross it on top of the left knee. The right hand is pressing the inside of the right knee towards the wall gently. If it feels comfortable, you can start to bend that left knee. This is reclined pigeon pose or figure 4 stretch. So if when you started to bend that left knee, you noticed that your hips started to rise off of the ground, here would be a good place to back off of the stretch. Let the left leg straighten back out a little bit. Or you can opt to slide a blanket or pillow underneath the hips to keep your lower back supported. Breathing into this right hip that's getting this nice stretch. We hold so much tension in our hips. Driving, sitting at desks, even emotional tension can be held in the pelvis. Giving our hips some TLC so that we can prepare for relaxation. On your next inhale, straighten that left leg, uncross the right, send it back up the wall, and give it a little rotation. Exhaling, bending the left knee, hugging it towards the chest. Cross your left ankle on top of the right knee and take the left hand to the inside of the left knee as you press it gently towards the wall. When you're ready, bend the right knee slightly. So seeing where you are on this side, if you'd like to straighten that right leg back up a little bit or come down a little bit deeper into the stretch, honoring this side of the hip. Continuing to stay present with your breath and the sensation that you're feeling. So when we stay present with the sensation in our body, we try to stay out of judgment. We try to stay out of labeling it as good or bad. Just being there with it. On an inhale, straightening that right knee, uncrossing the left leg, sending it back up the wall. Little rotation. And then we're going to drop down into squat against the wall, letting both knees bend, taking the hands to the same knee and pulling them down. You can reach on top of the legs here and pull the lower legs or the ankles down closer to you. So this is a reclining squat, as though you were squatting against the wall. Letting the arms be in cactus arms, or they can be side to side in a T shape. Really releasing the belly, the lowest part of the belly, the pelvic floor, the groin muscles, the inner thighs. So we're going to come into a spinal twist, walking our right foot over towards our left foot on the wall until our knees come towards the ground, extending the arms side to side and looking over our right shoulder. If you'd like, you can extend that right leg. So just straightening that right knee onto the ground. Breathing into the spinal twist. Starting to bend that right knee again, walking both feet up and back over to the right side this time. Looking over the left shoulder, and if you'd like, you can extend the knee of the left leg out onto the floor. Breathing through the left side twist. Letting the diaphragm drop down into the belly on the inhale and squeeze back up into the chest on the exhale. So to get out of this posture, bending the left knee again, rolling completely to the right side with the upper body, pressing the hands into the earth and rolling up to seated or lying, coming to a place of stillness, integrating this practice. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you loved this practice, go ahead, subscribe, like, and share with someone you think could benefit from this work. And head on over to laughingjade.com to sign up for my exclusive email list.